the Reddit community is tens of thousands. The people who will be participating in this are millions. You're going to be drowned out very, very quickly.
Sup, everybody? I know what you're thinking. What the heck are you supposed to be, Bach? I'm supposed to be Chica from Five Nights at Freddy's. It is Halloween night. I just finished watching Silent Hill Ascension with my chat on Twitch and with the chat on the Silent Hill Ascension website / app. And guys, Silent Hill Ascension is one of the most, if not the most, predatory video game I have ever seen in my entire life. So for starters, they are calling it sometimes a video game, but it's more so a TV show. And guess what? This TV show has a battle pass, and that battle pass in Canadian money is $27.99. And what this gives you is cosmetics for your in-game avatar, and what you use it for is basically your look for the chat that you chat in during the episodes. So you spend this money, you earn points in the battle pass by watching the show and voting, but you can only vote if you spend more money, because it requires points to vote. So to fill out your battle pass, you need to buy it first off, then you need to buy more points from the store to vote during the episodes, and then watch the episodes, do the dailies, yada yada yada. And may I add, oh my god, the character customization is rough. It's like the outsider stuff for the game, like the UI, the app, and everything like outside of the show is just feels so sloppily put together and so cheaply built, which really sucks because everything's done in a cheap manner, but then from us, they're asking for our entire fucking bank account. So you might be thinking now, well, Bach, how's the show though? The show must be pretty decent. All right, so we watched the pre-show on my stream, and then we watched the first episode, which the first episode I think was like 30 to 40 minutes-ish. And in the pre-show, they talked about how, now this may be lost in translation, but from how I believe it, there's gonna be a 5-minute episode every day. Now, maybe that means business days. And at the same time, by the way, 9 p.m. EST, 5-minute episodes every day for 6 months, apparently. Anyways, the first episode, it just felt, the animations for everything are super shoddy. The graphics are nothing to cry home about. The voice acting is just like, it's good for some characters, but it just feels shoddy overall. It just feels like very inconsistent. But the story is, it's all right so far. The story is, it's okay. But while you're watching the episodes, about 4.5 minutes into each episode, a vote appears. And so you and the chat in-game, or your chat on Twitch if you're streaming it, can vote on decisions. So like, is the character going to shoot the person in front of them? Are they going to shoot themselves? Or are they going to throw the gun away? And you vote on one of 3 things. And whatever vote happens, that'll be canon for the rest of the thing. That's cool. But where the problem is that, like, great idea, but the execution's just who has the biggest bank account. So if you're like, for me, if I ever spent money on an atrocity like this, I'd spend like maximum the price of an actual game, like $60 or whatever, $70. That's nothing in this game. Like, there are gonna be some whales, there are gonna be some rich people, like some rich group of friends in a room watching this one night. If they drop like, let's say they drop $10,000 each or total, they can influence every single episode. Like, they get to decide what happens in the Silent Hill universe. And in the pre-show, they went on about, like, the devs went on about, like, oh, the community decides and they'll fight the Reddit trolls and the Twitter trolls. But no, it's really just gonna be, like, the dumbasses that spend money on this game. Like, if you spend a couple dollars, whatever, who cares? But man, if you're dropping, like, hundreds of dollars on this shit, you are paving the way for gaming to go down into the shitter, because this is taken from the goddamn depths of the toilet. It is vile if you haven't done your research. Here is the most predatory thing in the entire game. So each episode has a vote. There's a little tiny like top 3 leaderboard on the people that give the most points per vote, aka put the most money towards a vote. So let's say there was something like cut a guy's wiener off, suck his wiener, or leave his wiener alone, and some dude dropped $90,000 on cut his wiener off, but someone else dropped $100,000, right? that guy that drops the 100,000, forget every single other person that voted on that. He'll get a little medal that says #1 that he gets to keep for the rest of time on the website/app that says he gave the most points on that specific vote. And they have that for every vote in the whole game. So they're gonna have a who gave the most money award on every single vote in the entire existence of the show/game. It's literally a leaderboard for who gave us the most money on the 5-minute episode. It's insane. Like, I can't think of anything more dog shit in a video game than that. That takes the absolute cake for scummiest thing I have ever seen in a video game in my life. So there is some gameplay with the games. There was one sequence at the end of the episode where like it gets you to click the screen, like, oh, click and drag here, click and hold here, click as fast as you can here. So like any mobile trash game like gets you to do a lot of that stuff, like just click as fast as possible or click here and there. So there is some gameplay, and you know what? That aspect, in my opinion, was fun. Like it was fun seeing like, oh, you hit every skill check, but the community missed all of them. So in canon, he dies here, but in your playthrough, he goes on ahead. So I don't really understand how that's gonna work for the future. It was all right though. But anyways, guys, man, what can I say? Like, I think this is a really good game for streamers like myself, because I put up a lot of content on YouTube for Resident Evil. On my stream, I play a lot of Resident Evil, and my second most played game is probably Silent Hill. And so for me, from the streamer side of things, like this is great content. I'll be streaming every episode every day, 9 p.m. EST. You can watch it with us on Twitch. It'll be fun. And I'll stream it to laugh at it and whatever else. Maybe the story might end up being okay. But man, the Silent Hill fan in me and the gamer in me, it sucks to see such a beloved franchise go down this road. If you're a Silent Hill fan sitting at the airport, 9 p.m. EST, and you're like, oh, Silent Hill Ascension's on the next episode, you might be better off just looking out the goddamn window. For the everyday person, it's probably not that great, but if you're watching a streamer, watch it and you can interact with them, you might get some fun out of it. Hopefully Silent Hill 2 remake can be decent. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think down in the comments. I'll probably respond to quite a few of you, which I think I already know how people are gonna react to this, because I'm usually a positive person with this kind of thing, and even for me, like, this is a bit overboard. So I can only imagine, you know, Silent Hill fans have been starving for like a decade, and now this is the first meal we get. No one told us we'd be getting served bullshit. All right, thanks guys. That's all I gotta say. I'll see you guys next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.